I'm Ron Villani, Manager Human Resources for GE Supply in Shelton, and I'm also the Chairman of the Board of Directors at Valley United Way. I volunteer my time and financial support to Valley United Way because it matters that our community has a strong network of health and human services that can deliver greatly needed programs to the community. As you are about to see in this short video, Valley United Way not only provides funding to support those services, but also helps to bring our community together to work on issues that matter to all of us. Please take a few moments and join me in seeing just one example of our community in action.
Providing temporary shelter has been a community concern in the Valley for more than 20 years, when the first homeless shelter was established in the Derby train station, and then in St. James Episcopal Church. The current shelter, Spooner House, operated by area congregations together, was opened in 1990.
There are folks who, through no fault of their own in many cases, have fallen on a very difficult time and need simply a bridge to support them and then return them to self-sufficiency.
6 years ago, John Saling's life took several challenging curves for the worse. His marriage was failing, his bipolar illness was surfacing, and he ended up without a home, residing at Spooner House.
The interesting thing about being homeless is you never think you're going to end up like that. And anybody there would tell you that the last thing they had expected in their life was to be homeless.
Last year, ACT's Spooner House, a partner agency of the Valley United Way, provided emergency housing to 200 men, women, and children in the 36-bed shelter. Guests were also fed at least 2 meals a day and linked with Valley services that help them tackle other troubling issues.
This is the organization of last resort. We provide them initially with a place to sleep. Part of their agreement, though, for staying there is to begin a program that will lead to this self-sufficiency.
John credits the staff of Spooner House, Annie and Liz, with keeping him stable and connecting him with mental health professionals at Griffin Hospital and Birmingham Group.
It was a good place to know that I had a place for meals, that I had a place to sleep, and a place to work from. I don't know how I would have made it without it.
Karen Crack, mother of 4, spent 2.5 months at Spooner House last year with her youngest child. Karen doesn't know how she would have survived without Spooner House.
It took a lot of pressures off of me, where I was going to go with my daughter, what I was going to do. It was cold when I went to Spooner House. I mean, it was still snowing. And I didn't have to worry about a roof over her head at that point. I knew she was in a bed, she was safe, she was going to be fed. I was going to be able to find a job, be able to save my money, to be able to put a roof over her head.
Karen has been able to put a roof over their heads, buy a small business, get treatment for depression, even care for a friend and her children. Yet Spooner House staff remain very much a part of her life.
I can still talk to them. I can still ask them questions. I can even go back and ask them questions to help me with my business that I don't know. And Laura, Liz, you know, all of them, John, all of them are there to help me no matter what.
The Valley community has rallied around neighbors like John and Karen, who are temporarily without a home. Bob and Darlene Mingrone of Shelton, owners of East Village Farm, deliver eggs to Spooner House on a weekly basis.
It's just a little thing like that, something they could look forward to. Like they see me come with the eggs and they go, all right, we're going to have scrambled eggs tomorrow. And just to put a little bit of positive into someone's life, it makes us feel great.
Yeah, they really appreciate that. And that's a nice thing.
Monthly, church groups like Trinity Episcopal in Seymour prepare and serve meals, including summer picnics, sprinkled with support to shelter residents.
I think the residents of Spooner House, when they come to visit us here at Trinity, enjoy a sense of family and of being accepted in a very laid-back, casual, loving way. And we're not here to prove a point particularly, but we're just here to be family. And we just love having them come.
Local Girl Scouts have learned some substantial lessons when putting the Girl Scout promise into action.
In our Girl Scout law, we should be considerate and caring, and to fulfill those goals, we like to help people.
When I met the people at Spooner House, I figured out that they were just regular people like everyone else.
The Valley United Way has responded to this identified community need, too. by providing Spooner House with a survival grant of $5,000 in 1994. In 1995, Area Congregations Together was welcomed as a partner agency. Since then, nearly $100,000 have been allocated to ACT by the Valley United Way. And the United Way role has extended far beyond much-needed financial assistance. The Corporate Volunteer Council, which refurbished the Tinney Center this year, adopted Spooner House as its second Week of Caring project in 1996. Dozens of volunteers renovated and revitalized the shelter. The Valley United Way has helped others understand the mission of Area Congregations Together by featuring the partner agency in the annual United Way video several times, and by mobilizing others to reach into their hearts and out with their hands to Spooner House guests.
Well, I got a call one day from my council representative telling me about a need that the Valley United Way had told her about, that the Spooner House was in need of personal hygiene products, cleaning products, kitchen products, plastic bags, that sort of thing. And what a more perfect opportunity than to have the 14 Girl Scout troops in town get together and start a drive.
Area Congregations Together also operates the Valley Food Bank Network with 5 locations. This year, 65,000 meals were distributed throughout the Valley. For 7 years, the United States Postal Workers have been collecting food and replenishing food bank supplies. Valley United Way Youth Leadership members provide some needed muscle to the Postal Workers' efforts, unloading trucks and stacking shelves with donated foods.
As a student of high school, you go in and you meet people that look like just you and me, someone that would just, you meet someone out in the hall at school, but you realize that they're living there because they're homeless. So we try to get involved with places like Spooner House because it's such a real issue and it needs to be addressed.
Addressing real issues is the business of the Valley United Way, in concert with the rest of the community. The caring power of the Valley is firmly rooted with individuals like the Mingrones, organizations like Trinity Episcopal Church and the Girl Scouts. It is growing with our youth, strengthened by their actions. Corporate volunteer companies and their employees positively impact the community, sharing their valuable time and talents. Lives are being changed, and communities are being shaped as we all work together on what matters.
As you have just seen, homelessness is an issue that matters in our community, and getting results that make a difference is what United Way is all about. I'm Joe Andriana, chair of this year's community fundraising effort, and like you, I have witnessed how United Way agencies like the Spooner House get results that improve the lives of those living and working in our community. We bring people and dollars together to get results for children and families on some of life's most pressing issues, and that matters in our community. The Spooner House story is duplicated every day by a variety of other funded agencies meeting specific needs in the community, and United Way plays a unique role in funding and enhancing their efforts. But without you, our donors, none of that happens. That's why I'm asking you once again to join Ron, myself, and thousands of others who contribute to our campaign. In a time when government support has declined dramatically, we need your help more than ever. In recognition of that need, the Community Foundation for Greater New Haven is going to match every new or increased dollar of giving up to $50,000. So if you are already a giver, please consider increasing your gift. And if you have not given in the past, this is a great time to make a gift that will double in value. And that's a great way to show what matters to you. I thank you.